Life's a game, the world's a stage, and we are merely role-players, where theatrical people play role-playing games. I'm Matt Boothman, and I'm your compere, though not your guide, for this studio production. Here on Merely Role-Players, we improvise stories to entertain you, and of course to entertain ourselves. And we use role-playing games to keep the story going places even we can't see coming, because, as theatrical people, we're all about maximising the drama. In this production, Josh is guiding us through the portal into the realm of epic fantasy using the Quest RPG by the Adventure Guild. So please take your seats in the studio. Tonight's production is about to begin. The Office Party, a Merely Role Players studio production. Act 2 of 5.
Here in Bureautopia, you'll find endless drizzle and never-ending paperwork. Magic is restricted and dampened among the general public. People in Bureautopia are hopeful for some spark of joy. Here at Quest Adventures Limited Incorporated and Partners, we offer tailor-made corporate party and personal enhancement experiences. You will be given state-of-the-art weaponry, armour, and arcane skills to be taken across the realm to a land of your choice.
Murawai, tropical jungles, tall mountains, dinosaurs and vampires.
Back in the forest.
Well, I agree, we did awfully well. We did really, really good. For our first adventuring, we are nailing it.
Ha! Plenty good killing done there by you people. Very, very much fun.
Thank you!
Hello?
Hi.
Do you want to come out where we can see you?
No.
Oh.
Can we come in to where you are and see you?
You from big city place.
Yes?
I from Murawai.
Yes?
No mean harm?
Are you a pirate or a velociraptor?
Neither.
Then you're fine!
Okay. And you sort of see in the tree line an individual sort of scuttling down. He breaks forth into the clearing. And you can see standing before you what looks like a land-favouring mer person. This individual has got a blue tint to his skin. You can see he's clearly a mer person because he has gills and he has fish-like fronds which extend. I don't know if you guys are familiar with a lionfish or a zebrafish. He's got sort of spiny sort of growths sort of jutting out from his head. My name Bog. Village close by. You come in portal, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good fight you did with the Tyrannosaur. Very impressive. And he claps and laughs to himself.
Thank you, Bog. Can we come to your village? Should we come to your village?
You here for quests?
Yes. Do you have one?
Many, many troubles and problems in village that you can help. We are but simple folk. But you know.
Hello, is this thing working? Hello?
Oh, so sorry, Neville. We've met somebody. Do you want to come back and see them? You could come back and not reveal yourself. You could hide. You're Heidi.
Yes, I could. I'm a living shadow now. I can do whatever I like on this place. Yes, I'll come back, but I won't be seen by this little... Who is it?
He's a... Oh, you'll like him. He's a fishman?
Fishman? I fly back.
Okay.
Not literally. I fly back. And I hide in the shadows in the bushes, and I just follow the party like a voyeur. I follow the party, and I'm watching them as they sneak off.
Yeah, he begins to lead you down a pathway, expertly guiding you through the jungle.
So, Bob, are you employed by Quest? Are you, here to to give us some exciting things to do? Because we're not quite sure what's going to happen.
No, I just walking and hiking and climbing trees when I heard your noise.
Okay.
Okay, but you need help.
If you wanted, we have lots of people pass through here.
Okay, well...
They seem to be seeking adventure.
And
Maybe you want to be left alone. I'll leave you alone.
No, we are indeed seeking adventure, things to bring us together, unifying threats. If there's anything that we can do for you on the way, that would be wonderful. We'd be delighted.
And as you follow him through the jungle, he expertly leads you through the jungle, crossing streams and up and over hills, before eventually the jungle clears open to a town. He introduces this town as Quilla. The town is a small but very developed town. You notice some sort of spark-right inventions kicking around. You see steam, you see moving machinery parts. You see mostly land-favouring merfolk walking around with a few humans and other individuals. But what you also see is dinosaurs on leads.
Ooh.
Oh,
Domesticated dinosaurs. Come.
okay.
Sylvester! Sylvester, what are you doing? And he looks at you, he says, oh, it's crazy lady, don't listen, me, bog. Come into town.
Are we quite sure?
Sylvester, what are you doing?
I'm going to declare,
Ooh.
which is one of my moves. Bess is going to turn to Sylvester and say, now, dear, we are here to have an adventure, and we've paid quite a bit of money for it, and we do not wish to be taken advantage of by someone trying to swindle us or trick us in any way, shape or form. We are happy to help you, but you must be telling us the truth now. I'm compelling an NPC to explain what they are doing.
He looks at you and his eyes he suddenly has guilty eyes as he looks at you and he's like, Greg is a crazy lady.
Are we sure?
Sylvester? Mummy, not now, I'm working. And he leans back to you. Sorry about the act. My name is Sylvester. I'm not Bog, but Quest. They sent some of their salespeople down. They wanted to create an authentic jungle experience, and they gave me the name of yes.
That's
Are
awful.
there many bogs around here?
Well, we're all working on shifts to greet people.
No.
and
I
to
mean,
bring them.
if it's meant to be authentic, like you're called Sylvester. Why?
Yes, Sylvester. Nice to meet you. What are your names?
I'm Bess.
I'm Neville. And I just cut out of the shadows. I just come right into his face. I'm Neville. Neville Flounder.
No. Nice to meet you. He smells fishy.
So do I.
And while you're staring at him, this woman approaches and says, I'm so sorry, I'm just so sorry about this. We've been trying to shut this down for a long time. Negative impressions of what we Murawaians are like.
Right.
Yes, welcome to Quilla. I believe you're here for some form of adventuring quest, is that right?
Yes, please.
I see. Well, we're kind of okay at the moment, but if you wanted to go to the town, notice board, if you wanted to ask around town, perhaps there are some people that might need some help with some manual labour or with some paperwork. Or
I look around the town, Josh. Do I see people with like exclamation marks over there? Question marks.
You see locations with exclamation marks and question marks above them. I'm so sorry, but have a lovely time. I'm going to take my son back now because he's done more than enough damage.
If there's anywhere, we might not need it right now, but just later, if you think there's a place where we could get a nice spot of tea and a slice of cake, that would also be lovely to know.
Sure, I will see what I can do.
What's the deal with the pirates?
Yes.
The pirates?
Yes.
Oh, yes. There's been some issues with them. Conquistadors from a distant land looking to find a land to farm and to pillage. Yes, we've been keeping them at bay for quite a long time, but there's a bit of a truce going on at the moment, you see, with them. But the pirates are in coalition with a group of vampiric individuals that have come from a land far, far away. They've sort of started working together in an attempt to intimidate us and force us to leave. There's great magical power and mines filled with rich gemstones, but it's not something that we're interested in, and we don't particularly want to speak with them.
Sounds like a quest to me.
I'm sure we could do something about that. It's not very fair of them coming to your land and trying to take it over.
Indeed. Well, you should go and speak to somebody. If you go to the notice board, there'll be some information regarding quests that you might be able to complete. So, in the meantime, if you'll excuse me, I need to take Sylvester home and have a conversation about honesty.
We'll do that, yes. Josh, what would you like to do, darling?
I'd just go see this this board then. Give us something to do. So
Let's
far,
go.
I've just been walking around.
Very good.
Okay, and you enter further into the town. Streets weave here and there. You can hear the sound of a waterfall in the distance. You're aware that you're at Riverside here in this town as you approach the main plaza. And there's a sort of pyramid-type structure, almost Mayan in its build. That's clearly the central meeting place, small enough for people to sit up and think in a sort of Greek philosopher style up on the pyramid. And you see the town notice board in front of you with several pieces of parchment that have been nailed in, and there's also a town map.
I take the map.
Okay.
Is it like a map on a large wooden board? Or is it like a...
One of those freezers with the actual
I'll tell you what.
landscape on it.
It's a pouch and it's got like tourist maps. You can just take one copy, and you can see the Quest logo has been branded into the top.
I take all the maps.
All the maps are gone.
Every single map. Oh, how many slots on my inventory is that going to take up?
One slot for
All the maps.
for bundle of maps. They're like tourist maps.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you think we might leave one, just in case someone else comes along and might get lost?
No, I want them.
Well, you've got plenty
They're mine
there,
now.
haven't you?
He's got one.
Oh, thank you.
You've got one.
Oh, thank you.
Map.
And I've got the rest.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure they can print more.
Have you got a printer? Hey, we've got a printer. Do printers exist here?
Well, they had to make these somehow.
That's true. But do Quest make them?
I'm sure they'll restock regularly.
No, I want to take them all. The souvenirs.
I'm sure it's fine.
So, what quest do we want to do? Let's have a look at the board. I read the board at breakneck speed.
You read the board and you notice that there is a request from an individual named Tobiah who is seeking revenge upon a tidecaller by the name of Omar. There's also a notice that Pickles, the three-legged weasel, has gone missing.
Oh, no.
Picklepants.
Pickles! Last seen close to the entrance to the sewers. And lastly, there is a bounty or a sort of a clearance job. Victor has notified the town that he noticed a group of kobolds who appear to be conducting something evil in a cave on the outskirts of town.
We should go and help the kobolds.
Help them.
I mean, kill the kobolds. We should go and do that one.
No, evil is such a judgmental statement. They might be just conducting some science experiments and misunderstood. I think we should look after this lost weasel.
That's the most boring of the tasks. Why do you want to look at a weasel?
But it leads to a sewer. Sewers are exciting.
Sewers are smelly. There's no fish in sewers.
That's a very good point.
There's no poo.
Might be.
What was the first one? Tobiah.
Revenge.
Yes, vengeance on the tidecaller. Omar.
That sounds...
That sounds
What
fun.
did Omar do?
Yeah.
Doesn't say. Just says seek Tobiah for further information.
Maybe we ought to seek Tobiah.
I open up the map. Is there like a here's Tobiah?
You haven't found him yet, so he doesn't appear on the map just yet, and tracking his exact movements. But
Like the House of the Stars, you can see everyone knows.
no, so what you can see, if you gaze at the map, you can see some areas of interest have been dotted around this settlement of Quilla and out into the surrounding forest. There is a gem mine out in the mountains which sort of overlook this town. There is a church. There is a tailor's. There is a prison that has been set up. There is a tropical tiki bar / tourist trap. There is a herbalist who is set up in town. There is a stables that people use to train the dinosaurs. And there's a pottery shop.
Oh, nice. We can get some souvenirs afterwards.
I'd like to look around the square that we're in. Are there like shops and stalls and things like that knocking about?
Yeah, well, the town sort of spreads out from this central point. You can see the notice board. You see a town guard who is sort of patrolling the area.
Okay, I'm going to very, very quickly vanish and reappear next to a merchant stall. I'd just like to whisper in their ear, they don't notice I'm there. Do you know where Tobiah is?
Who said that? What? Who said that? And the confused-looking merfolk merchant looks around.
It is I, Neville. Do you know Tobiah?
Neville? That's not a name from round here. Oh, you're with Quest, aren't you? You're one of those.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm the living shadow. Never.
I'm just a simple chicken breeder here.
Wait. Is this person both a chicken and a chicken breeder?
No, they're all
I'm not a chicken.
Oldest profession in the world, I hear.
Just leave me and my chickens alone.
But we're looking for Tobiah.
Tobias, he's the town guard. He should be close to the plaza.
Thank you. I meld back into the shadow. All right, guys, I've got a lead on Tobiah. I talk like this now, by the way.
Okay, good. We'll support you in your choices.
No, this is good. We're getting into it. Yes.
Yes, I'm the living shadow.
Okay.
Love it.
Would you like to be known by that?
Yes, you can call me the living shadow.
Very
You two
well
can call me
then.
Neville.
Oh.
You can call me the living shadow. Oh, you can call me the living shadow if you want.
Oh, no, absolutely. It sounds
Okay.
fun, Living Shadow.
I'm the living shadow. And apparently Tobiah is a town guard. So let's go and ask the town guard if they know who Tobiah is.
Let's do that, LS.
Living shadow.
Okay, not the... Okay, Living Shadow.
Yes, or maybe I might come up with a different name later on. But for now, living shadow. Living shadow. Living shadow. Living shadow.
Just keep us appraised.
Okay. And I walk
It's good he does his own sound effects as well, isn't it?
That's very impressive.
You approach the town guard, another merfolk individual that's... what you notice about a lot of the people here is they wear... The merfolk wear this amazing jade jewellery. Bangles and sort of chokers and stuff. And their armour is also made of jade, which catches the light beautifully. And this individual is standing, just keeping an eye, rests up against the pyramid. Doesn't seem like a lot happens in this town, like petty crime-wise. So this individual looks quite bored.
It is I, the living shadow.
He immediately draws his sword and says, "Show yourself."
I'm here.
Oh, you're not invisible.
No, I'm just,
Oh, sorry, didn't see you.
I'm just here. It is I, the living shadow.
Ah, yes, hello there.
I'm looking for...
Well, welcome to Quilla.
Tobiah... What's the name again?
Tobiah.
Tobiah. I'm looking for Tobiah.
That's me, Tobiah Gersang, at your service.
You want some vengeance? Oh, sorry. You want some vengeance?
It's not that secret. You put it on the town board.
Follow me. And he marches
Oh,
off.
that sounds a bit creepy. Could you say it in a less creepy way?
Follow me.
Oh, that's better.
And he leads you off sort of behind where the merchants' stalls are, including the chicken cellar, and sort of ushers you in. You guys from Quest?
Yep.
Yeah.
That we
You're
are.
those folks, you're seeking adventure.
Yes, we are.
You experienced?
Very.
Yeah.
We have a combined 20 years in administration.
In what?
Administration, it's...
We administer drugs and poisons
Oh.
And
do you-
justice.
And spells.
and heroism.
Very good. So you have a lot of experience in the adventuring realm then?
Oh,
We've imagined it a lot.
Yes.
Listen, you know what? It doesn't really matter. I know what you guys are like. You all pay. You come over here. You think that you can save us. So it's fine. I do have a job that needs doing, but it requires some discretion. Is that something you can help me with?
Discretion's my middle name. I go invisible.
Oh, that's very impressive.
Bess has stood there with a glowing warhammer.
Very impressive indeed. There's an individual by the name of Omar. He's of a different tribe, a different settlement to us. They are water-favouring merfolk. So he lives in a town, in a pineapple under the sea. At the bottom of the Great Lake, only a few kilometres from here, there's a great cave that you need to seek out by diving deep. If you get to the bottom, there is a settlement there where the merfolk live. If you have some way of breathing underwater, you could get down there, but I need you to be as discreet as possible, okay?
We can be discreet, yes.
Absolutely, they mustn't know that I've sent you there.
Okay.
But perhaps you make a bit of a show of it, rough up maybe one or two guards. Don't kill anybody, though, and certainly don't kill Omar. He has stolen something very, very important to me and to my family. So I need you to kidnap him and bring him back so that I can deliver justice.
Oh, could we not just recover the item that was lost instead?
It's long been sold now
Oh,
Oh, what
to
was
some
it?
out-of-towners.
well, perhaps we could inquire as to where it was sold.
You could do, yeah. You could ask him. I'd rather he brought him back so I can beat 7 flavours of shit out of him.
Well, you know, maybe we ought to ask. Maybe there was a good reason. Was it yours to begin with?
Listen. Are you interested in this quest or not? I thought you were all here on limited time in order to
I
undertake
think you
some
avoided
quests.
my question there.
We were here to do big adventuring quests. I was thinking, rescuing somebody or finding some magical treasure, not kidnapping somebody so you can beat the living shit out of them.
You're rescuing...
that seems very...
You're rescuing the honour of my family. That's what you're doing.
I'm starting to think this idea about going after the weasel is more down our street.
Yes, a poor little weasel, lost in the sewers, frightened, I
Who knows
imagine.
what could happen down there?
Well, quite. Are you employed by Quest to set up jobs for us to do?
No, I'm the town guard, and I just need some sellsword, some hired hands to go and deal.
It is I, the living shadow. What do we get if we do this task?
Well, you want to do quests, don't you? That's why you're here. You've paid money to be here.
Oh, so...
That's a very good point.
So
I
just...
think we were after something a little more heroic.
Okay.
Then-
Well, nice doing business with you. Please don't tell anybody. I'm highly respected in this town.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be.
I feel like I'm dealing with the Queen all of a sudden. Watching an episode of The Crown. He goes to leave. What do you do?
I don't think he's... That seemed a little bit...
Not our flavour of adventure.
No,
I
it's
Should we
guess.
go and
not really what I
investigate
was
the pirate
imagining.
ship I saw?
I think that seems far more...
Exciting.
Big and
I'm completely
adventurous.
invisible, by the way. You don't know where I am.
Okay. We'll
You don't hear
all
my
pretend
voice.
we don't know where you are.
I am actually invisible. I spent the AP.
Of course you are. Of course you are, dear.
I am. Aren't I? I wave my hand. Do I see my hand?
No, can you see yourself if you're invisible? No, I guess you can't.
No, I am invisible. But am I invisible? I'm the living shadow. Am I alive? Am I a shadow? Oh, I don't know. Existential crisis. I curl up in a ball on the floor.
Shadow, that we maintain his sense of self-esteem. So please do remind him that we can't see him.
No, I can't see where you are at all.
But living shadow, I see you.
What? Do you? Am I invisible? Am I not invisible?
Living shadow, where is the boat? We didn't see it.
It's by the coast. We have to follow me. And I walk out.
Okay.
We can't see. Was the boat by the coast near the Kobold Cave or the entrance to the
I stick my head
sewers?
back in. Come on, guys. Why don't you follow me? Can't you see me?
I can't see you, living shadow.
Oh, you know I can deactivate this by attacking something.
Punch the wall.
I attack the wall with my fist.
Oh, hi.
Oh!
You're doing marvellously.
Thanks. I'm the living shadow. Let's go. Follow me. And I flap my little cape.
As you exit out into the town once more, and you have to go through sort of the merchant's stalls in order to leave. Josh, I'm not going to get used to saying that. I can't get used to saying that. Dave's character, Josh, you suddenly aware of an aura of something within the merchant's district, and something is there's something about your arcane sense that suggests that something's off. You think it's coming from the direction of the chicken cellar.
I'm going to spend an AP to make a little bird and summon an illusionary bird, and it's going to be a little chicken.
Okay.
And I'm going to send it towards the chicken cellar.
Amazing. What does the chicken do? Just heads towards...
It's a nice looking chicken.
Okay.
And it walks towards the chicken cellar and just clucks a little bit and looks around. And I want to observe the chicken cellar when it sees the chicken.
So you look around and you focus the attention. It's not on the chicken cellar. It's on the chickens in general that are sort of in cages stacked 2 or 3 high, ready to be sold in the marketplace. There's something about one of the chickens. And at that point, the chicken seller turns around and says, "Oh, one's got out. Come here, you," and starts towards the chicken.
I'm going to try and sneak behind and look at the cages.
So
Whilst the chicken's like running around distracted the other cellar.
Nice, yeah. And they do a hilarious Benny Hill style chase around the town as this poor seller is trying to catch this illusionary chicken. And you sort of lay your hands on the cages. And you hear a voice from one of the birds. One of the chickens doesn't speak out loud. It seems to be a telepathic link.
Oh, hello there. Love the look. The beard jewellery's really doing it for you.
I think the beard like wiggles in kind of like an appreciative little happy move, and I kind of feel it going. And I think, what's your name?
Thank you for asking. My name is Sir Ansellus the Daring, the High Warden of Altarwood Keep.
Should I be impressed by this? We're new.
In fact, it is I who are impressed that you noticed, out of all of these humble chickens in these cages, that one of them was special and that special one was I, Sir Ansellus.
Do you need some help?
Very perspicacious of you. I am, as you have clearly surmised, trapped in the form of a chicken. This is not my original form, and I would strongly appreciate some help getting out of it, if that would be something that you or any of your companions could help me with.
I think we could get you out. What if we get you out? What's in it for us?
I am a high-ranking knight in the court of the realm of Tyriard. My house is incredibly wealthy, and that the interest on my wealth has only been compounding while I've been stuck here as a chicken. So I believe that I could compensate you rather handsomely.
Okay. I think I've got something that could help us. I'm going to spend 3 AP to cast Chaos Ball. Shit. Which summons a cherry-sized elastic ball in my hands, which bounces off everything it touches. Each time it touches something, it accelerates slightly faster and faster, and everything it hits explodes and breaks and shatters. So I'm going to throw it into the cages and let it bounce around, smashing all the cages up.
So for the three of you that are sort of walking through town, you might have noticed that Josh has peeled off and isn't with you anymore. And you just hear this almighty, like, maelstrom of smashing, aggrieved clucking, breaking jewellery, and you just hear doing, 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 bouncing around in the merchants' district. And there's just chaos from the inside, Josh, as everybody is running around, trying to bat the ball away, trying to protect the wares, confused as to what's going on.
And I'm going to grab... I'm assuming the cages are, like, grabbable. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to grab the nice chicken's cage and run away with it. In
Nice.
chaos.
You run away with Sir Ansellus.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Amidst the chaos, you grab the chicken cage under your arm and flee without being noticed. Take an AP. Okay, do you join up with the rest of the group, Josh, or are you with everybody
Yes,
else?
I'm going to follow on saying, I've got a friend, I think.
Yes, dear. And what a lovely friend they are, too. Would you like to...
His name is Sir Ansellus, and he can help us.
Hello, sir. Of course. Hello, Sir Ansellus. Aren't you adorable?
Hello there.
Oh,
What is that fragrance? So piquant.
Are you talking about the living shadow and his fishy fragrance?
Fish, yes, that's what it is. But so different to the sort of fishy fragrance that I've got used to here around the town of Quilla.
It's fish paste sandwiches. I pull one out the bink pack. Would you like to taste some, Sir Ansellus?
You must bring these to my palace fragrancier.
Well, if that's where we're going, I've now become an American. I now talk like this.
It's good to workshop the voice, to workshop the character. I think
right.
you're really getting into this.
Thanks.
It's always the ones you don't expect to get into these sort of workshops, isn't it?
That's right. Neville's long gone. Call me the Gannet.
The Gannet. Oh,
the Gannet
that is good.
The Gannet I strike in the night. No one sees the Gannet coming.
I don't suppose they do.
no.
Presumably because it's night time.
That's right. And Gannets are black.
Yeah.
Black as night. Night Gannet. That's my name now.
Okay. Night Gannet.
Gosh. Night Gannet. Right, Sir Ansellus, let's take this fish paste sandwich to your house.
All in good time.
Oh.
First, I hope your friend here. I didn't get your name, sorry, with the wonderful tentacle-faced jewellery.
My name's Josh, and I'm holding the cage very tightly.
Your noble friend here claims that you all might have a solution to my current predicament. As you can all see, I have been transformed, unfortunately, into a chicken.
Yes, how did this happen?
It's a cautionary tale, really.
I bet.
I opened a cursed treasure chest.
Oh, now we're talking.
Classic.
Excellent. I mean, sorry, but fantastic.
And there was no treasure inside, as I had been led to believe. Only a terrible spell.
What was the spell?
Funny you should ask, my piquant friend.
Yes.
There's a Gannet.
A transfiguration spell that transfigured me into the form you now see.
What were you before?
I was a handsome knight.
Night? Good night? Dark night? Night Gannet.
The ones with the sword.
Oh, I see.
Not like the knight,
Correct.
like you're the knight.
No, the other night. Yes.
Oh yes, I would
Gannet.
never step on your style, my good friend.
I really like you. I like you a lot.
He's never said that to anyone.
I'm delighted.
This thing is doing wonders. I told you we should have come.
I'm so pleased this is working. I'm going to have such a wonderful time writing
I
a
can hear
report
you.
afterwards.
Stop talking to me about me, not to me. Please.
No.
We're really happy you're coming out of your shell.
Delighted.
Lovely to meet the real you.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the real me. Night Gannet.
Night Gannet, take a point of AP, please.
So, how do we get you not chicken-pied?
Yes.
There is a special magical artifact.
Yes!
With the power to undo this terrible spell, this curse under which I find myself. A magical dagger.
Ooh.
Currently in the possession of a druid who resides not far from here through the forest, by the name of Irina Kingi. I've known for some time that this druid possesses the means to deliver me from my curse, but through perhaps selfishness or a feeling that I have not yet learned the lesson that the treasure chest meant to teach me, she refuses to use the dagger to end my ordeal.
Oh dear, I'm sorry to hear that.
She is a spiteful individual.
Is it, do you feel that there has been something worth learning a lesson about?
I'll certainly bring a wizard or something along to check any treasure chests before I open them in the future.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a lesson about caution, about looking before you leave.
Certainly.
Checking for traps before you before you even touch a treasure chest. Did you know some of them are actually creatures?
Oh, goodness.
Yes,
No,
that was in the materials they sent us.
Oh, yes, no, you're right. Yes, of course it was. Yes.
That was we had to sign when
Yes, yes.
eaten by boxes.
Yes, quite.
So there are people in town who can undoubtedly point you towards the druid's dwelling, but since she seems so reluctant to use this power she holds to end my curse, you may want to approach it not from the perspective of saying, I met this cool knight who got turned into a chicken, could you help us end his curse? Because we know she doesn't want to. So you may have to steal the dagger or trick her or, I don't know, knock her out or something. I don't know. I don't care what you do as long as you get the dagger. And then, here's the cool bit. You've got to, sacrifice this chicken form with the dagger.
Oh.
And then I'll be transformed once again into my true knightly form.
See?
You're sure that's how it's going to work? Because I don't want to be led into a situation where we sacrifice this chicken form and that's it.
Well, you see, the druid actually lorded it over me that she knew how to end the curse. And she said, look, I've got this dagger and I could end your curse simply by sacrificing your chicken form.
Did she mean end the curse as in... Because sometimes, if you want to end... It's just kind of really, they're saying they're going to kill you because living with the curse is worse than death.
Look, I'm an adventurous sort and I'm willing to take a risk.
Oh, yes!
Right.
Alright, lovies. It's me, Matt, your compere and voice of Sir Ansellus the Daring. I hope you enjoyed Act 2 of The Office Party. There will now be an interval of 2 weeks, after which we'll raise the curtain once again for Act 3. Stay tuned now for the credits for this episode, but first, let's have a quick look at the programme and find out what some of the members of our cast are doing outside this production. You can now hear Driving the Point Home, which is a short story I wrote about a weird sword, in Of the Sword, an anthology podcast that released a new short story about a different sword every day this September. You can find that at the link in the programme notes or by searching your usual podcast app, whatever you're using to listen to this, for Of the Sword. Listen to all the episodes, they're all good, but scroll through the list to find Driving the Point Home to find the one that I wrote. Also in podcast land, while you're searching your podcast app, search for the Silt Verses, where you'll find Marta da Silva, who we most recently heard on Merely Roleplayers playing Harper in Vigil Chief Exec, stealing the show in the Silkverse's final season as Val, who, I'll try not to spoil too much, but it's fair to say she's got mummy issues and she's making them everybody's problem. Just to note that if body horror is not your thing, the Silkverse probably won't be either, but it's a great show, and if you can stomach that kind of thing, I really recommend you check it out, mainly but not only for Marta. Finally, from the sound stage to the physical stage, treading the boards behind an actual real curtain that's not just described to you by your compere in your headphones, Josh, our esteemed guide for this production of The Office Party, will be performing in Titanic the Musical at London's Bridewell Theatre from the 23rd of November. Check the programme notes for the link where you can buy tickets from about £11. And that about does it for me, I think. We don't have a backstage episode next week, so we'll see you in 2 weeks' time for Act 3 of The Office Party. In the meantime, here's the credits. This has been The Office Party, a studio production from Merely Roleplayers, starring Chris Starkey as Neville, Natalie Winter as Bess, Strat as Jerry, and Dave as Josh. Not to be confused with Josh Yard, who plays the supporting cast. The theme music is by Alexander Pankhurst, and the episode was edited and produced by Matt Boothman. We were playing Quest by the Adventure Guild. You can get the digital version of the game free from adventure.game. Merely Roleplayers is a Foggy Outline production in association with Blackshaw Theatre Company. Until next time, if drama be the food of life, play on!